Okay, well, compared to the last short, this one is just fucking ridiculous. Today is National Butterscotch Pudding Day. Now, when I first checked out the list of national holidays, this one made me bust up laughing because it's so fucking ridiculous. But I decided to look into it anyways instead of just blowing it off and making an episode about how fucking stupid national days are. And I uncovered maybe one of the most diabolical examples of colonial whitewashing I've ever seen. Not really, but it's still silly that butterscotch has become a point of contention. So, before we talk about that, why is this even a holiday? Well, because if you believe AI and boomers, which is a dangerous thing to do, it's for three reasons. One, to celebrate and honor a classic flavor in Western society, which is not as problematic as your knee jerk reaction might say. Two, to recognize the ingenuity and cultural innovation leading to its creation. And three, to indulge in butterscotch. Assuming you're unable to enjoy things without being given permission by a higher power, like a national day. Now, all of this sounds silly, and it's because it is. But now to answer a question that I was honestly a little bit unsure about, what the fuck even is butterscotch? Well, it's basically caramel, but instead of white sugar, you use brown sugar. And oftentimes you add things like cream, vanilla extract, and salt. But that's basically the difference, is that the molasses in the brown sugar gives it a unique flavor compared to caramel. But now we get into the controversy. Where did butterscotch come from? Well, according to the official story, it was invented in 1817 by Samuel Parkinson in Yorkshire, Doncaster, in order to serve to the royal family. And the first recipe craved for it for the common man is in the form of hard candies, was created and published in newspapers in 1848. Now, this is just the common narrative, because there's some questions about the origins, given that Scotch is part of the name. So there's some wiggle room on if it's actually Scottish, but Englishmen will tell you it's just in reference to the scorched sugar in the recipes. And as far as pudding goes, the English also claim it, but the US says that they came up with that first. Because for some fucking reason, the UK and US are very concerned about this. Which, funnily enough, has almost come to blows more than once over pudding. But yeah, that's the controversy. Who invented butterscotch pudding? Fucking wild, man.